At the beginning of our video, we're going to need something that says the name of the video and our name as well. And if you have something even just as simple as this, it will work as an introduction. Or maybe you've spent a little more time and you've created something that looks a little fancier. But we can go fancier still very easily with another program that integrates very well with Adobe Premiere. It's called Adobe After Effects. It's also purple, but it says AE. And I've already started it here because it takes a while to open up. We're going to create a new project in After Effects. And inside that project, we also have to give it a name. So we're going to go ahead and File, Save As, and put today's date, 19/10/03, or whatever date you're doing this on. All About Me Intro. Go ahead and save this on your home drive so that when you get back to your computer, you'll be able to get it from there and add it to your video project folder. Let's just save it in the plain H drive so we'll be able to find it easily. So just like we have sequences in Premiere, we need a composition in After Effects. Let's go ahead and create one. It should default to HD TV 1080 at 29.97. If you need to find it here, that's where you'll find it. It's 1920 by 1080, so it's the same size. And we do have a default duration here of 11 hours and 59 minutes, 12 hours actually. So if we want to, we can go in here and we can just say, give us, we won't need any more than 10 seconds worth of introduction. Actually, let's see how that works. Nope, that made 10 frames. So the very last set of numbers, as I was afraid of, is only a few fractions of a second. Let's do that again. File, composition, new composition. We're going to call this one intro, and we're going to give it a proper amount of time here, so 10 seconds. Now when we press play, you'll see that it plays through the full 10 seconds. So here is a timeline, and there is nothing added to the composition yet. This is our preview window. You can see I had a comp 1 there. I'm going to delete that. So I've just got my intro composition. In case this gets closed, you just double click on it and it opens back up. So the T for typing tool is the same here. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a text box and type all about me. In order to change things related to the characters, I can make this a different color. Let me go ahead and just make it white. Let me select it. This is one thing about After Effects. You can have all different colors in one composition, so select something if you want to change it. And you can change your font size here. And there's also a paragraph settings, so you can say left justify, right, or we're just going to keep it as centered. Now, that was pretty easy. This doesn't look any different than Premiere, so let's get to the magic here. We're going to go to Animation. We're going to browse a number of presets. So there's a whole bunch of already calculated animations, and we just got to pick one that we like. So it's opening up another program called Adobe Bridge, and it has a number of presets. And these work with all sorts of graphics. We are interested in the text animations. Text animations have all sorts of things that can be done to them. We're going to work more with the animate in and animate out so that the text is not on the screen and that it is on the screen. And if you click on these, you should get a little preview window over here that shows you what is going to happen. So you can select one before you even apply it to your layer. I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to duplicate this layer, make a copy of it, because if I mess up, I don't want to have to type this out and decide on the font and everything again. Once I have this the way I want it, I can duplicate it. So let me go to File, Edit, Duplicate. Control D is the shortcut. And I'm going to hide the one that just says All About Me, so that if I need to, I can delete this one and duplicate this again and then start over. So now that I've got this one selected and the one underneath it hidden, I'm going to go to Bridge and I'm going to try one of these animations. So I double clicked on it. You can see that something has happened in After Effects. I wanted to make sure I was at 0 when I started, so that the first few frames here, the first couple seconds, it appears. If I press play, it's going to do its best to render that out. It'll turn it green, and then when I go back, I'll be able to see it more in real time. So if you like that one, then we're in business. If you don't like it, you don't want to just go back and try another one, because it will add it on top of this effect. So you've got to use the Control-Z undo, make sure nothing's happening, and then try a different one. So this is a drop in a character at a time. Double clicked, and now you can see that it's dropping in there. Now, there's a problem here. The position of the letters is on the screen when it starts. So sometimes we have to go in, open this up, and look at the text and try and find something such as its original position. So I think we have position here. We can move it off the screen, and now it drops in. Sometimes you have to come in here and find the controls for that particular thing. There's usually some keyframes as well that we can play with. You need to know the keyboard shortcut for show the keyframes, and it is the U key. When you press it, you'll see not all those things that opened up, but just the 2 keyframes. So if we wanted this to happen a lot quicker, we can take the second keyframe, half the distance, it'll do it twice as fast. So that's the very beginnings of finding something that you like to animate in.